Now we're going to have a look at what these this program actually looks like, what the returning results look like, etc. Now we can do that using one of the available features. This feature is the text window. Alright, we've now opened the text window, but in order to use the text window we've got to connect this text window to the returning measurements. Now that's done using this little box down here. Push this and we're using logger 1. When we do that, we notice results start appearing in the top corner here. Now I'm going to drag the center part down. Now these are a little unreadable. Now what we can do here is if we click on this question mark box, we can change it to a text format. When we do that, it's nice and simple to see what's going on. The text window has two major areas. Firstly, the upper area is where data is returned from the logger. The lower area is where the data is sent to the logger. The features of the text window can be accessed in two ways. Either we can access them using this menu item above at the top of the line here, or alternatively we can access them using these buttons. If we click on this button, we're able to turn off the return of various information. Now the schedules will be covered a little later in this presentation. We can also change the format as we went through before. I'll set that now to CSV, set it back to text. We can save the incoming data to a file. If we click on that, we could save a log file. We can also clear it. Another thing we can do is pause the incoming data and start it again. You'll notice there's a gap in the record there. Now the lower window, this is the transmit window. One very useful feature is the fact we can actually display the program that underlies the program we created before. The dataTaker actually deals in text. So let's look at this text. It's fairly self-explanatory. The bulk of the program is between the begin and end statement. RA1S means run schedule A at 1 second intervals. HA means halt schedule A. 1TK means make a thermocouple measurement on channel 1, call it temp 1. The G down here starts the schedule running. Now if we type an H, that's halt, that will stop the logger. Now I'm going to click on this button and send that line. You'll notice data is no longer returning from the logger. Now if I put the cursor on this line, click on send that line, you'll notice the data is now returning correctly from the logger. Another useful feature is the fact we can actually program up a number of buttons, these 5 buttons across here. We click on user. We could, for example, make an H in there and a G here. Now we click on OK. Now if I select this button, it'll stop the logger. Notice the logger has stopped working. There's no more data being returned. If we select user function 2, now start it again.